I think one of our key words this past year was refuel, and our girls really, really committed to getting rest. We realized that sleep and the amount of rest was probably the number one off the court significant indicator of our success. Our girls were going to bed at 10:30, and I've coached a long time. That's probably the earliest. Curfew is self-imposed by the girls. That was not a time that I picked, but we did present on just the benefits of sleep and how important that is to recovery. We were pretty healthy this year, and we've come off a couple seasons where we had some injuries. And I think any successful season, you got to be good, but you also got to be healthy. And I think the team would all agree that just the amount of sleep we were able to have from one day to the next contributed not only to the health, to the body recharging, where our girls were PR, they were jump touching their personal bests at the end of the season. And then there's just a freshness of mind and being able to study and know your opponents and hold on to the game plan. So the refuel also meant the fuel we're putting into our bodies. Our dietitians did a great job, and just the overall discipline the girls had this year, I thought really, really contributed us to being ready for each match. Servant leadership is a big part of who we are. And I had 6 great seniors that have been good models all 4 years, 5 years for some of them. And that really multiplied. So for us, it's always the best leaders are the biggest servants. And the girls really, I thought it was key how well they were looking out for one another. And that was helping some when they're struggling with family issues, some when they're struggling with relationships. A lot of them, they really support one another if confidence was starting to waver, and allowed us to play free and pretty confident this season. And I'd say finally, our staff communication, I thought was probably the best we've had. And we were talking about it a little bit today, but there's a positive tension. We really looked at why conflict was important for us as a staff, and we need to pull it out of one another sometimes. And hopefully I create an atmosphere where everyone feels free to speak up, and we want to leave all of our meetings being heard, and all of us is always smarter than any one of us.